What an honor.
Professor, welcome. Thank
Hello,
you very much.
Professor. What a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to meet you, sir.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm feeling very nervous. I was never a good sports person.
Thank you.
Now end up with all the gold medalists, silver medalists, bronze medalists, global medalists. Everybody's here. So I feel so small that I didn't do any of those things. But I feel very happy that I'm invited to this gathering. And I always envied those people who were in the sports world from a distance. And I've been wondering the power that they have, all these sports people. Probably they're not aware of it. They know they're successful, they know they're at the top of the world. But the power goes beyond what the sports world lets them do. It's not being just a gold medalist or a silver medalist or a bronze medalist or something. It's the impact they make in the minds of young people all over the world, irrespective of where you are from. They take you as their ideal. They take you as something beyond their reach. Your one word is so precious to them. And I was kind of mulling over that. Do they know that what impact they can make in the world? And what power they have? How to use that power to change the world? So that was the discussion I had the privilege of having when I was invited at the Rio Olympic to speak to the members of the International Olympic Committee. I was kind of letting my grudges out that what can be done with the sports world. And luckily, I get a very good response. And out of that, one of the fantastic things that happened, Zuel Bouzou came to Bangladesh to attend our social business day. I didn't expect him to come. I invited him anyway. I thought he will never care who the guy is here in Bangladesh, who cares? But he did. In a wonderful way that he mixed with everybody, and we had great discussions. And we became very good friends. And out of that, I'm here. I'm very grateful that he has invited me here. And also I'm grateful to Prince Albert for making all the announcement that he has made and the commitment that he has shown. Why this idea of social business is so important for the sports world? Right now, I'm coming from a small town in North Carolina. I just arrived 2 hours back, traveling from Charlotte, North Carolina, changing plane after plane to get here, finally by helicopter, last part. What I was doing there? I was attending a 5th anniversary of a small microcredit branch called Grameen America in Charlotte, North Carolina. I never thought the Grameen program will be something working in a small town in North Carolina. I was amazed what they have accomplished in the last 5 years. They now have 4,000 borrowers in that branch of Grameen America. Together, they have spent 5 years. They have taken more than $65 million in loans. And during this last 5 years, they were telling me, they never missed one single weekly installment of paying back. Not one single installment, weekly installment. Imagine how many weeks that is. 4,000 times 5 years of weekly installments. Not a single missed. And their repayment is 100%. And they are so excited about the work they do. They start out under $1,500 of loan, under $1,500. And gradually work it up, pay back, and take another loan and another loan. And now they're buzzing with business ideas, what they want to do next, and they're displaying all the things they are doing over years. It brings tears to your eyes that what impact it can make just connecting people with the financial resources so that they can bring out their capacity to do that. And the confidence that these women have, the 100% of them women, every one of them is women. The confidence that they have, they talk like a real business person, that they're explaining where the business is, what the next size of the business would be, how much money she will be needing next. Some of them are employing people. One says she has 5 employees now already in 5 years' time. And the Grameen America, which created this branch, already has 20 branches all over the United States, 7 branches in New York City, and 2 in Southern California, and 2 in the Northern California, and 1 in Omaha, Nebraska, 1 in Charlotte, North Carolina, and so on and so forth. 20 branches in 12 cities. Together, they have 100,000 borrowers, 100% women. They have taken over $1 billion in loan. Each of them started with a loan of under $1,500, and this is the way they move. And the question that I have been raising, the reason I'm saying that, given a little opportunity, they're not asking for a favor, they're not asking for a charity or anything. Simply a business deal. You lend the money, they pay the interest, they cover the entire cost of the whole operation. The pride that the Charlotte branch was showing, they're what they call 142% self-reliant, meaning not only they're self-reliant, they have excess of 42% to cover the cost of the head office and other offices above them, so that nobody is at the mercy of anybody else. They're all covering everything else. So with all those 100,000 borrowers taking this loan of $1 billion, transforming their life, paying back every penny on time, 100%, near 100% repayment record for the entire operation. So that was the power of microcredit that kind of excited me, and I'm feeling another layer of excitement because not only it happens in Bangladesh, which is a poor country, poor women, and so on, you never expected it will happen in the United States. City after city, that the same thing. They are deprived, no financial institution will ever reach to them. Why they don't do it? You have to answer that question. I have no answer for that. I don't know why they don't do it. But this is the reality of life. We can change that reality. If the sports world pay a little attention, things will change. I get excited about the sports world for one thing. They're always pushing the boundaries, always trying to push the envelope. That's their deal. They have to show that what happened in the past, that is a past. We create a new level, new success level. This is the commitment of the entire sports world, to push the boundaries. Not only they can push the boundaries of the sports world, they can push the boundaries of the social world, make things happen in the world where there are so many of the problems we are stuck with. We're stuck with poverty. We're talking about having less and zero poverty, but still we have poverty. We have diseases, we have everything that you can list. You know what the whole list is all about. We can change all of that. And I try to explain it by saying, let's put 3 zeros in front of us and follow that. 0 poverty, 0 unemployment, 0 net carbon emission. And of course, SDGs, there are 17 goals. We keep talking about the 17 goals. And whole world has agreed to make that happen by 2030. Shouldn't the sports world be part of this whole global initiative? Of course they can be. Simply just trying to link with them how to make it happen. When I talk about 3 zeros, 0 poverty, 0 unemployment, 0 net carbon emission, I always emphasize the power which will make it happen. And the first power I say, youth is the power. Young people will make it happen. You just have to get into the minds of the young people. This is the task. This is the thing that we need to do. They will figure out how to do it. And sports is the celebration of the youth. So this whole world, with such a great performance all around the world, if they get connected with this SDG or 3 zeros or whatever goal that you set, make it happen. It's possible. That's what the whole thing is all about. Unemployment, zero unemployment, I just mentioned. This came again while I was doing it in Bangladesh, microcredit. We have 9 million borrowers in Grameen Bank right now. 97% of them are women. But we have been doing this for many years now. Many of you remember that it started back in 1976. Ever since we've been doing this within Bangladesh, now spilled over to many other countries. Doing it for many years means there are many children in those families now who grew up with their experience of Grameen Bank and so on. So we help them to go to school, make sure they don't repeat the history of their parents who never went to school. So this generation, second generation of Grameen families, they went to school. We help them to stay in school. We help them to continue it in school. We help them to get scholarships. We get them education loans so that they get into higher education. They did all that, but there's no job for them. That's a great frustration. After all these hard work that you put in, but you end up with no jobs. And look, very sad. They complain. And I try to cheer them up. And one way I did that, I said, why are you looking for a job? Who told you to have a job? Then I tell them, job is a wrong idea. It's an obsolete idea. Forget about jobs. You tell yourself again and again, I'm not a job seeker, I'm a job creator. That's what you are. Whoever taught you that you have to start looking for a job gave you the wrong idea. Whoever gave you that idea is the wrong education. That education system has to be changed. The education system tells you, the young person, you have two choices. You can work for somebody, or you can be creator of jobs. And be prepared to do the thing you want. It's your choice. Not every child's destiny is to have a job in some company or some business or whatever. That's not the destiny. Human destiny is not just working for somebody else. Human destiny is to be himself and herself, expand the creative power he and she has. That we don't do that. We do it very little. So we want to make sure they become entrepreneurs. So we want to say all human beings be entrepreneurs. So that's what the sports world can teach us, how to become entrepreneurs. A sports life is a very short life. They had to retire very early. When you go over 35, you are retired. I'm against the word retirement. I said, no human beings ever retire. Human beings keep on expanding himself and herself until the last breath. I said, this is the first phase of your life, and the next is your second phase of your life. Second phase of your life is more exciting than the first phase of your life. Make it more exciting. It's possible. That's where the social business comes. We can create business to solve problems one after another. We have a series of experiences. We have joint ventures with big companies and so on to address the problems of the society, problems of the people, problem of plastic that we mentioned, waste, all kinds of waste that we have, plus healthcare problem of unemployment, problem of poverty, all housing, and so on and so forth, creating social business. And sports world can open up the door for social business for everything. What is social business? Social business to be a business to solve problems rather than make money. So that's the kind of a departure we made. We said not everything has to be made just for making money. Human beings made of selfishness and selflessness. We use the selfishness a lot, but forgot to use the selflessness. I said, why don't we use our selflessness? Create business to solve other problems rather than solving my problem. So that's what the social business is all about. That's the link that we create with the social business in the sports world. I'm very happy that you, my friend, Joel Bourgeois, made the decision to link us up. We are very proud of you. We'll be working together. We work with every single sports person, wherever they are, so that we can open the door, push the boundaries, push the envelope, make a world, a completely new world that we will be proud of. Thank you very much.